Greetings everyone. I had a pretty nasty crash on my truck a couple of weeks ago. I was going downhill at well over 20 miles per hour and I hit a bump. It kicked my rear wheel upward, literally ejected me off the bike, and I'm pretty banged up on my right side, but overall I'm okay. As to the bike, the only damage that I could see is to the shifters. The right shifter in particular, there's a big chunk of it missing that was just scraped off by the road. The left one is damaged as well. Now those are Dura Ace 7700 shifters. They are the original shifters that came with the bike when I bought it new in 2000, and I was able to find a pair of brand new Dura Ace 7700 shifter on eBay. So I'm going to take those off and I'm going to install brand new shifters, and this is what this video is going to be all about.
To remove the brake cable, first detach the cables from the brakes, then depress the B lever, which is the small lever located right behind the brake lever, twice. Tilt the brake lever all the way to the inside and depress it. This will give you the maximum access to the brake cable end. Then all you need to do is simply push the cable, and the cable end will come right out, and just pull it out. And do the same thing with the other brake.
To remove the shifter cable, you will need a Phillips head screwdriver. Depress the lever, and you will notice at the very top of the lever is a plastic cover, a black plastic cover. This black plastic cover is held in place to the lever by a small Phillips head screw. Untighten the screw and remove the cover. As you can see, the cable end is showing up. Now in this case, I am not going to be able to remove the cable because the plastic cover is actually, the barrel is actually extended. I want the barrel to be retracted. And the way you do that, simply press the B lever, the small lever, several times until the plastic cover is retracted. When the plastic cover is retracted, you can just pull that. It's already pulled out. You can either push it or pull it out, and it'll come right out. Do the same with the other lever, and you are done. Now that we have removed the cables from our shifters, we are ready to remove the shifters themselves. To do that, pull the top of the hood, pull it forward a little bit and unhook it, then peel it back. Once you do that, you will notice to the outside a 5mm Allen wrench. This is the head bolt that attaches the shifter to the handlebar. Untighten the bolt and slide the shifter down.
To mount the shifters, you will need a 5mm Allen key, a torque wrench, a ruler or straight edge, and a string.
Just like you did when you removed the old shifters, unhook the hood, peel it back, and locate 5mm Allen bolt, which is situated on the outside of the shifter. Untighten the bolt with a 5mm Allen wrench and mount the lever. Then tighten snug. Don't tighten all the way because we're going to need to adjust it. So just tighten so it stays in place, but don't tighten all the way. It's good enough. And do the same thing with the other shifter. Make sure that the shifter cable exits to the inside of the bar. Once we mounted the shifters to the bar, we want to make sure they are properly aligned. So the first thing we're going to do is using a ruler or a straight edge. A good rule of thumb is that the tip of the shifter should align with the flat part of the drop. In this case, I need to adjust the left shifter up a little bit. The right one is actually perfect. The last thing you want to do is make sure that the shifters are properly aligned, both vertically and horizontally. So vertically, you just do it visually. This one is good. And the right one is good as well. Then using the string, place it on top of the hood and check that it is horizontal compared to the bar. I think that looks pretty good. Take advantage of the fact that you don't have the bar tape on and that you can adjust the position of the shifters to play around with them. If you move them up a little bit, you're going to have a more relaxed riding position since most people ride in the hood, but the brakes will be further away from the bar and that could make it for some people harder to grab. If you lower the shifter down, you're going to have a more leaned over race-like position, but the shifters will be closer to the bar and that makes using the brakes a little easier.
Once you have the shifter mounted on the bar just the way you want them, finish tightening them using a torque wrench. Now here you will notice that I'm using a long reach hex key, and that's because if you use a regular hex key, it's too short and the socket will end up being in the way and you will not be able to properly reach the bolt head. Now Shimano recommend 6 to 8 Newton per meter. I have an alloy bar in this case, so I'm going to use 7 Newton per meter. But if you have a carbon bar, I certainly would not exceed 6 Newton per meter, and I would even check the proper torque setting by going on the manufacturer site.
So this video was part 1 in a 2-part series. In part 2, I'll be going over how to install both brake cables and shifter cable, and also wrapping it all up by putting on the bar tape. So I hope you found this video helpful, and until next time, bye everyone.